Today, now the last day inside November 2021. We want calling a table. The junior staff then at SierraTel, then they strike. Not too long ago, we began at this same program for talk about the 21 days where the workers them being give the SierraTel management for say if not, then go strike. Well, they be able to talk to them. The Minister of Information be knock chest, say in salvage the situation. In be stepping and save the day. At that time, he was the Iron Man. But in order to say to this rundown, they don't grab back, say then they strike. Because waiting be talk that 10 day, waiting be promised that 10 day, not be happen. SierraTel forbid the gateway to Sierra Leone communication because it is owned. Well, supposed for be because the rumor where they around and now, we can't read the minister anyway. But right now, it is not. SierraTel now the list for all the communication service system na salon. Even to the latest one we come when a QCell, we serve the cripple small. SierraTel not go able for challenge them. We na Sierra network like SierraTel. The MiFi, they use SierraTel. Even when we set up our office, na SierraTel will be the use. My dear, if and what we they do na internet we they use constantly. If you want to be frustrated, if you don't want to make things happen, then I wish you good luck having SierraTel. We use SierraTel, we begin for change. So this new service we they advertise for when I tell, which is way far much better. The MiFi. When the saddest thing is, as they reach Allentown, for go Atalo, forget it. The MiFi dead. I go reach Atalo, call because we get another MiFi and I say for Sierra network. I go call. The MiFi they on. But for Waterloo, you don't go off now on and off. You think say I go want for use them? You don't pay for a service, you no get. The last day there, the managing director say the workers then they thief, corruption. The workers then say for more than the day, benefit if they go sick, the leave, they no go pay them. The workers then they call for privatization. For privatize SierraTel. Go back and listen to the last program we do now. The manager they talk say no, not to right now. He say because right now SierraTel no get foot. SierraTel no get foot for team up. So who go can say they can privatize? Well, maybe they go give the people next to nothing. But the kind of burden where they go meet, the kind of liability where they go meet the weight with all this go where they go on now. Yes, telecommunication get money. So somebody go come and say, yes, I want to invest in SierraTel. What's in at the deal? The person na go get for gain. But the albala where they be in, he no go get for funny. Who say we dey start now with this one? Because now one can deal with. They be cancel the 21-day strike. But now, Now sit at home. Sit at home. Now in the deeper. And who said they can't get problem with the management? Then say all man for sidom. Some man want go work. But these are the same people where they claim say they not pay una for 3 months. You go see some image then I had today. We go make you feel bad for an entity, an institution like SierraTel. I remember when the new manager be take over, in focus now before paint the building, say then they give a new phase and all this thing, then paint them, then do this, then do that, and do that, but the service was still crap. I prefer let the building day like I been there, then get good service. We go make customers run cam, than the building day in a state where it's good and all rosy. You go inside there, yes. That first lobby where they enter, now the main one by bus station they tell you. That first one where they enter, you enter the AC day and all these things, but the service not correct. Now they would all reach now. Okay. Me no go talk say the workers they no corrupt. Saloon. You know they pay person. The way they pay person self then they corrupt before I say you no pay them. Even though the worker then say they not corrupt, but I don't know if lie detector test go work na saloon. Because every institution was then get the name government institution na saloon. Corruption at the order of the day. At the order of the day. And we know that. And we beloved land will come out. We can't deny that fact today. Let us begin come with we exhibit them for today. Yeah? Remember, now the genius staff them. Now then they strike. Well, the big one them, where they get the fat bump one. I'm not thinking they need to pay them more. Eh? Another thing. Triple, the workers them we want for go work. Now the one them where the DG say they thief. But can I say that? Who they can't see how everything unfold. Let's start first. How radio democracy be unfold this for we, yeah? Let's start first. To radio democracy, let we listen.
That's na voice of some junior workman dem na SierraTel. Who side and say, na over 3 months now, SierraTel company no dey gree for pay dem salary and sef no dey get better medical facility and leave allowance. For sake of this, make them do one peaceful sit-down strike. Who side and say, then tell them member them na the different office them for make them no go. If people can remember, this not the first time SierraTel workman them begin do this strike. Who side them they don't give government 21 days ultimatum, but this been fail. Now for that make them continue with them peaceful sit-down strike.
This sit-down strike, as you can see, workers are aggrieved because waiting to workers they forget when they will get all your allowances then that you know salary over 3 months. They owe 2 years leave money from April 2020. Me way they talk to you, so why I go leave? Today, I don't go leave. I never get none of my money, medical facilities, about for workers there.
Into the area, you hear about medical facilities, you hear about leave allowance. You go leave where you can, what you forget, you know they get. I must say, I claim, I hope say they listen them.
Even the provinces, they never get medical facility. And when you come, for now you get money, you don't go spend. For now you retrieve money, they let you out.
I don't work here past 28 years now.
This lady say, you don't work past 28 years. You don't work in SierraTel.
almost 10 this how they live. So like salary, no leave allowance. We they ask from our government whatever they for do for make we self feel as people in this country. Let them do for this company. We they suffer with staff there. We they suffer. Nothing other now we good.
From last year now 1 year now we not able to get out. Till now we not able to get leave money to this year. So how we go continue? And we they work every day. See we hope we get host them, we get family them, we get picking away and they go school. Woman and the vex per week. How we want the one that will leave this leave?
Yeah, the woman and the vex by them. Because you're not going to grab every morning you see they go work where you come nothing all day. You don't also the thief and the corruption they come out. The one where they pay person. You keep business they take place, let alone then go say then they go pay themselves.
You see, they just put we down no more for those you don't. When they go down, some of them they get 55 million.
He claims say some of the big one them where they work they get 55 million. Nine then they get 55 million. Now one part the workman and then claim not to me talk.
45, 30.
He say some na 45, some na 35 million then they get.
So win 1,500,000.
Then a 1,500,000. This time they vex them. This time make them say made them sit down bar. Then claim say the big one them they get 55, 45, 35. Them they get 1.5 million and then they get that 1.5 million they where if one or two big ones skip no more small say then they not pay them this month or then pay them half. You know how much junior staff then go receive their money. Now so the junior staff then they claim. Okay?
1,400,000 out for leave.
He say even some na 1,400,000. So 1.5, 1.4 na they pay them.
We don't some of them they are 20, 30 years.
So man done the 20, 30 years now they don't did it.
We don't there. Who say tell her you know it will reach 2 million.
Then Wokmaya continue say plenty pa the machine them where then they use for work na SierraTel long well we make them call on government for open SierraTel to partnership.
We need a partnership or we help we for make we step left for suffer because for now we suffer.
And one of the concerns to the workers 2 years back we left from the office of the president right to NCP they instructed for privatize SierraTel. SierraTel the document they did to the effect. But the management the lies NCP they start the process. They reach a point they stop. We don't know why.
So then they claim now say Tembi don't come paper don't come all for privatize SierraTel, the National Privatization Commission, and say the paper don't reach the all. And say reach a time now, nothing not they move.
The company go the management they promise said that they develop this place. We know it's side with the workers. Who side will they go? This is one of the main concern of the workman. You understand it? The company they deteriorate. But one of the major factors when the concern to the workman are the future of the company. Because these are the national telecoms companies. We're now supposed to be the leading telecoms company. But short now we the last, they even minor because of bad administration years back.
Okay, because of bad administration years back. So not to now we begin. We all go agree that one they say. Not to today, SierraTel turn with it on so gradually, but only it they get worsen as the days go by. Then self agree say when they count telecommunication as alone, who wants to count SierraTel? But if you want to say government owned, yes, maybe you go counter. Or they talk about telecommunication, imagine. You then you host you now they rent people. You where they rent people. Your life look and they under like who they a big.
You understand? So we don't negotiate with management at the same thing. Instead of the improve or remain inside day, instead we they retard, we they go down every day on daily basis.
With all in concern with then Junior Wokmaya na SierraTel always. We make her ask Prince Bio whether the managing director for SierraTel we been get this for say.
You are on 21 day strike. Not to so, you not get right to strike. Yes, or just want to establish one fact. I don't put out say a peaceful strike with your.
Yeah. And the MD say yes, he agree say then they on strike. Then they on strike. Not to so, yes. They agree say na peaceful strike. To them, peaceful strike means say when you sit down a host. You say na sit down strike, you know come, not a problem. But if you stop other man wey one can for can work, they not to peaceful strike you one for do.
Authorities are aware of a sit-down strike. But the message simply is not stop you company for work.
Not stop you company for work. You know one for work. That's fine.
We are going against the law.
He say if you stop you company for work, that means say you they go against the law.
It is incitement, and that
Now incitement.
is deprivation of the business.
And you they deprive the business. If you know one for work, fine. But not stop other person who can work. Okay.
You don't want to work, stay at home.
If you know one work, sit down at yours.
Simple. You have
Simple.
the right to it. Basically, what I'm telling you, don't stop anybody from working.
Wait here they tell you, not stop person we can work. You say you know one for work, no can ya. Sit down at you host.
If the person is saying they work, make you work. Drivers came this morning, they wanted to ask access to the vehicle, they stop her.
Some driver then come, they want go take the motor car them for go work. Other workman then can't stop and say they no go take them because waiting do all man not for work.
So I don't inform the authorities
So I don't call police and soldier them for come.
that you have a right. That is what the labor regulations say. That you can hold on your service. You have a right. You can hold on your service.
You get right for all your service. And the labor regulation as Sierra Leone is saying that you right now one day.
That is what strike means. But you cannot disrupt the work of the business.
But you no go unbug the work of the business. Eh?
If everything shut down, for Alec we sit down for 30 years, we shut down, the money will not come. But
I like we sit down for 30 years, we shut down. The money, they come. Eh? True say talk me. Prince Bio, the MD, he say, I like we sit down for 30 years. The money no go come. No can no more if not true. The one who they work money no can. Now una sit down, na money go can. Now make it say like una sit down for 30 years to shut this place down. Money no get for come. Okay. So what about the one who don't owe them? Then they back in they come? Or na the one going forward? Now they talk about. Alright.
anytime you give a strike notice, we lose some customers.
Anytime una company strike here, we dey lose some customers. They una no dey pan strike safe, una dey lose customers. Let alone una dey pan strike. Eh? Let's go check a government building them ba. Who's one way they use SierraTel? Let's check the ministers them. Who's one way they use SierraTel? Let we check. Maybe if ministries then begin use SierraTel, eh? Yeah. Then go see what in some of we they see. Maybe all man go come say, you know what in, let's fix SierraTel. But
Carry on say the challenge them. Where junior workman them na SierraTel on the go. Then as management aware, we making say then they work with government for say they able address the issue here.
As a management, we are aware of the constraint. We are aware of the
as management, we are aware of what they go through.
low revenue.
We are aware, but no revenue not there. Money no they come. Who say not they make money?
Aware of the CDMA don't make anything. And
we aware say what thing we they use when at the CDMA, they make nothing.
we are aware that you are human beings. You get rights to money. But
We are aware say una na mortal man, una self get right to money, una need money, na make una they can't work.
look after your family. We are human beings. We are not stones.
We na human beings. We not to stone. We are aware. But remember that other workman be don't talk say this person where they talk so na 55 million and they collect every month. And so he say, oh, not to me say, I not see him paycheck, I not see him payroll.
Aware of the suffering of everybody here.
We are aware say una they suffer. If una aware, what have you guys done to fix it? Awareness na one. But for resolve the situation, how? How una they what una don't do for fixer?
I've equally gone through suffering like this before.
Yes, it's a himself don't go through this kind of sufferness where they go through. So now you time for enjoy? Him be don't suffer. Oh. have equally. All right.
I have not stopped anybody from working.
But he not stop nobody for Woko.
I've been here for over 20 years.
He done the day for over 20 years.
Some of you met me here.
Some man meets Anaya.
Some of you I met you
Some man he meets the Naya.
here. A few of you that I meet here.
But he clarified and he said not to way they talk. He said I've just fear of una no more. I meet na SierraTel.
As I sit, I know the effort I'm making sleeplessly for them.
As in she don't so he know the effort when they make. You know they able to sleep safe. You know they able to sleep.
To get the business going.
For make it get the business going. Because I asked the question just now, say, since you say you know say then they suffer and all these things, what have you done? He's saying they you know they able to sleep safe na net. Because you want to get the business going.
Some of you are motivated by some external factors.
Why? Bam, that's it. Some of you are motivated by some external factors. You know, most of the time, whenever issues like this come, chumo, shumu. So now, the MD say na external factors. You look inside the number, what they try for portray.
We are aware, but we don't want to go that road because
We are saying that external factors now people in the chukuna say for make una strike. We are aware about that, but we don't want to go that road
we made that mistake here.
because we make that mistake.
Somebody forced Alpha said to take CDMA when he wanted to go Ericsson with GSM.
Okay. He says somebody now me force the previous MD make it take the CDMA instead of take Ericsson their own GSM. For where in North America, CDMA na like Sprint, Metro PCS and all those things. AT&T and T-Mobile, then a GSM. Like the Verizon a CDMA. So, you know, I make you know say them phone and you buy and you say they can't go salon. But, now that service day, the CDMA, now in SierraTel then they use wise all the other one there, then they use GSM. Then they use GSM. So in the claim say, now person I me put one and that previous manager in UAS for make you go take the likes of that kind Verizon and Sprint them phone instead of take the AT&T where now like the AfriCell, the Orange, now that one they then they use. You see that mistake there? In no mix.
And today the CDMA is dead.
He said because today look at the CDMA, who that want her? Push, make a pass.
Just be careful now. Decision make the mistake I don't want to make, and I will not make it. I prefer to live here today.
Aye, you don't talk her. I prefer to live here today. He say, be if na that mistake don't let me make, I prefer today I left here. Because remember, the workers then they push say what let them privatize the company. They claim say the privatization commission be don't get the letter and everything. He said if that same mistake, me I dey left here. 55 million. Bruh, you mean that?
I prefer to live here today.
He don't repeat am two times. I prefer for left here today
than make the wrong decision.
Than me I make any wrong decision.
Let me tell you that.
Prince Bio end up say, then as management, they work Trangawan for raise more fund for addressing challenge here for the society for radio democracy. Me na Karifa to contest the report.
One for tell Karifa to contest thank you and radio democracy because that through them make me and you able for listen that one day. You don't listen. You know what? Usai Prince Bio, the managing director, will be the talk. You don't understand. Now, voice no more you hear. I see some, I think Michael Cook say this man sound arrogant. All right. Make a bring and kind inside for you. Now, audio we show you first. Let we bring out the video, evidence. Let we see how the things been turned out for be. Yeah? That particular day, now so it be happen.
Tomorrow, then I take my pen and sign in favor of something I don't believe. That process I do for me, it not fit me, it will catch me, but I don't want to empower that person. Let me tell you that. Some of you are thinking about the immediate money. SierraTel has gone bad. Definitely everybody know. If these people stand here, ask anyone per day, then get with phone? No, not because they know water. Like the police will be able to give them CUG, but we cannot. The army will be able to give you CG, but we cannot. And they run the wireless. We cannot because we don't have the right technology. That money they are paying to private companies. And this is state-owned. Now we all get that. Even the police, he's a Sierra Leonean. He has right to own this business. Now we are taking our time to make sure we transform this business once and for all. Let it be good. But they say, SierraTel don't do well. The mistake I don't want to make, and I will not make it, I prefer to live here today. That's why I'm right on here. I prefer to live here today than make the wrong decision. Let me tell you that. It's not about money. It's not about money. It's about this company getting better, and be able to be competitive, to stand strong, so that you all can benefit.
How long?
The patience is what matters here. You know, it matters to carry a lot of patience. It matters to carry a lot of patience. Okay? If you don't exercise patience, all I can advise you, you have a right to hold your service. Okay? So, Prezo,
yes, sir.
That is the message simply I came to give.
Okay, sir.
Everybody who wants to stay home, you have right to stay home.
Yes, sir.
We are listening. We are listening. We don't stop nobody say, you don't officially put the notice up, so you are having a peaceful sit-down strike. That peaceful sit-down strike don't include when they tell Mr. Why not go Woko? Why they go Saramotoka? No, it's wrong. And so, henceforth, from this moment, you who want to stay away, stay away. We're not forcing anybody to come to work when you are not happy with the system. We're not forcing anybody, absolutely. And we're not going to take any victimization because officially you have informed us that you are going to stay away. So that is in black and white. For how long is your business? But you cannot come here to say, don't go to work. That one is a different thing. Okay, that is why the arm of the law are here, they have been informed. Okay, that's the only message I have.
Yes. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong.
Thank you very much, Mr. MD. Colleagues, now
Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong.
Yes, solidarity forever, because now the union na they make we strong. If you know one for calm, una not calm. That's na Prince Bill, the managing director. For how long? Now una business. This na people away not pay for 3 months. Now they tell you. Eh? You say na make we don't get security them. You see the security them. Wake come. Eh? For how long? Now na business. Then they say solidarity forever. Now the union I make we strong. Una say na sit down strike. Una sit down, una no kanaya. Okay. Then in evidence 1. Let me go to evidence 2. Of the same day, how Star TV, them be report am.
we detect so we strike when we don't give the 21 days notice.
Anthony Kane, one of the workers at the SierraTel, noted that their strike action is the last-ditch attempt to elevate their dire condition.
With the strain of SierraTel. And one thing per company when we don't see, if the company they drop, you're not able, you went at the head then, we not for common let the one that were able, let them do them. We're not nearly 3 months now, we're not get salary. We backlogs and from last year and 1 year now, we're not able to get them. Some man they don't go live year before last, they're not able to get till now, we're not able to get leave money to this year. So how we go continue? And we they work every day. You see, we get host then, we get family then, we get picking away then they go school. Woman then they vex per way. How we want the one that will leave this leave? You see? How the one that will leave this leave? So this don't give we cause. Union don't go meet them several times. Then just they put them down. When I wait this month, we don't go for we don't notice them for 21 strike. They call the union and say, we'll give them 6 weeks. We don't give 6 weeks, it don't done. Now talk, they know they talk to ourselves.
Zacchaeus Solomon Coker, principal sub-steward, according to him, said that he is pretty disappointed with management. As he said, they have closed all avenue for effective dialogue.
Appreciate where you can meet to and talk to we. But we have to register with disappointment this morning. When I saw me, they expect the MD for do, but he can't policeman them to we. He can't policeman them to we. Wait till this guy will tell you. The communication gap between management and we in all day. Transparency between management and we in all day. Then there's the house, so I then at union office, the Secretary General called the MD, say, can't talk to you, workman them. He said, can't talk to you, workman, and tension they rise. What we get 21 days? The can't go now 6 weeks, some power with them more or less, we say to the last.
If you don't want to work tomorrow, don't come here. But if you want to work, come here. That is why I've told the law officers department.
The can't go now 6 weeks, some power with them more or less, we say to the last.
If you don't want to work tomorrow, don't come here. But if you want to work, come here. That is why I've told the law officers department.
If you know want for work, no come. If you want for work, come. But you not talk about the one where you owe them, where you not pay them. Now the Sierra Leone this. Not a private company. This is a state-owned institution. We remember what the government, this administration, what's in them be tell we say? Then tell we say, they're not the old person. They don't pay. And then they go save for pay. Not to say they be tell we. Okay. Let we hear from the Minister of Information. This morning, he be then at AYV. And the question was asked about this very, very incident, this strike, na SierraTel. Let we hear what the minister saying. Remember, this is the same minister where we don't tell we say, Ina be the Superman, ina be the Iron Man for the 21-day strike, we come and fix the situation. But when the thing don't come up back, what he say now?
The person asked about SierraTel as well.
Oh, SierraTel. Okay, so this, I think there is need for some public education here.
Aha. Now the minister, when they ask him for SierraTel, this that the SierraTel be they make much for say he don't do the needful, he don't talk to them, they don't fix and waiting. Even Ministry of Information and Communication give the minister one big name all attendee. But when the thing don't come up back not too long ago, now he say he needs some public. We need public education. We need public education. Okay.
The Ministry of Information and Communications does not manage SierraTel on a day-to-day basis.
One word. Ministry of Information and Communication. Not so then they manage SierraTel. If you not be no than they want them. Yeah? Not so that they manage them. So then can say, check. On I can say Ministry of Information. Ministry of Information. The man they try for clear and head na. So he say like educate we. Okay? All right.
Right? I provide ministerial oversight. What does that mean? In case they have any issue requiring cabinet approval, for example, it is my ministry that takes it there. Simply because the NCP chairman is not a cabinet minister, does not go to cabinet, and so they have to route their documentation and whatever things through me. But I'm aware that government is sick and tired of the perennial challenges at SierraTel.
You hear it? I don't know if you hear it. He say government sick and tired with SierraTel and challenges. The drug within a SierraTel. This government sick and tired with them. The one the way they complain say, even the way they vex by them. The one the way they complain say, all it's in them, they know they pay them. They say then a 1.5 million, 1.4 million. But the big one then a 55 million. But the government is sick and tired with waiting they happen na SierraTel.
A privatization process was commenced. It's almost at the very penultimate stage. There's contract negotiations already ongoing. I'll have to take that to cabinet when they are done with it.
Okay. So, it is for tell we say the privatization it done now. Now for just care and go na cabinet, the paperwork. Wouldn't be they say they don't know about. Eh?
Right?
Okay.
I say I'm sure in the new year, SierraTel will be in new hands.
In the new year 2022, SierraTel go in a new hands. Somebody go can't take over SierraTel. The privatization go mature. 2022. It just a new year. We don't know which time of the new year.
Hopefully, a lot of these problems will be resolved.
But you see again, so even if SierraTel go now new hands, it is not certain that this problem will be resolved. You see, hopefully. So it therefore depend on the kind of agreement and negotiation with the government of Sierra Leone and this new company where they come for the liability for all anything with them people here they claim. So now he make the minister say hopefully. If now something will for be certain, if we say yes, when new hands come, all entire go be fixed, then go pay them the money and everything. But it's not hopeful. Oh. We are all hopeful.
But I remember the last time you went to SierraTel and
yeah, when they had a strike action, yeah,
exactly.
I went there.
There is still another strike action, and you.
I haven't been there.
Okay, so the first one, Naina be the hero. I went there. I go there. But this one, he say he not go there. Me go one feel to say, because he don't tell we say government is sick and tired of waiting to happen at SierraTel, now make he not go there. Because he don't go there before. So why for go there again where they are sick and tired of it? Okay.
Well, I'm saying how is the problem continuing? Is it that government is not paying attention to SierraTel?
Well, so you are probably going to ask SierraTel why is the problem continuing.
Okay. So why make the problem continue even though you don't go fix them? But the problem continue and now you say you not go there. Lamana asks and says so waiting a direct Lamana to SierraTel management. Now the management now for talk to Lamrana.
As government, we want to resolve this problem once and for all.
SierraTel is under government, no? You don't have anything to do with SierraTel?
Yeah, no. But I did say I've just explained.
Yeah,
I've just explained.
But you're shifting us to the management of SierraTel. As a minister, are you not concerned? Are you not briefed on issues like this?
How am I not concerned? If I were not concerned, I didn't have to go there last time they struck.
And they are protesting again. Are you going there again?
Well, we will resolve it. I don't have to go there.
Okay. The last time when the minister go, it was headline news saying don't fix her. What did it happen now? This particular is saying go there. You no need for go there for fix them. Okay.
I'm not the magic bullet.
Bam. You know to the magic bullet. Maybe that first one be the bullet, but this time the bullet's done.
So if it happens again, you will resolve it back.
We'll ensure that it's resolved, but we are looking for a more sustainable solution.
Okay. We go ensure say a resolve, but it look like say the last one not sustainable. Now make it happen back. So the minister say this time around, then they ensure say go resolve, but then they look for a solution where it go there for Tego.
This, one step forward, several steps backward, it's not a sustainable, crisis resolution approach.
Okay. I'm glad in talk. We take one step go before, then you knock reverse. Better one. Of course, we're not going to make multiple that kind of solution there. We're going to make multiple.
Right? So like I said, we are almost we are at contract negotiation stage. The contract will be awarded, the problems will be resolved, and we'll live happily ever after.
We go live happily ever after. And then at the negotiation stage, then go award the contract. The one and then go buy the trouble, then fix the trouble, and all man go about in business. Then the one mama company will feel say SierraTel for be, it go just be like the other one they now. Eh? The state owned. Where if other one them right now they charge 900,000, SierraTel they charge 550,000. So if privatization take place, that thing will pay for 550,000 now, maybe go 1 million. Because not to Kumra company again. Not to Kumra company. Because the people that we come, they get for making their money, so we not get again. Eh? And even Salpos, instead of them at the road for privatize. They don't tell we say government not able to do business. We on government, we not able to do business. So everything make it go to a private company. Would I go get brown envelope? Would I go get your own quota per minute? Would I go get in data per minute now? Well, you go to enjoy and day. And the common man, we're not connected to the power grid. You already know. They say that the only solution that one day. And the only solution where the government go able for take for salvage the situation. Waiting at the solution for privatize SierraTel. Eh? And the only solution. We not get other one. All right. Nayana Salon. They want the way they strike. They need their money. They don't render them service. And they need to be paid. Eh? You don't think so? But the MD say, Udawan can work a fine. Eh? If you know one can work, she don't know us, a fine. How long it pay you? Alright. Let's look out, us friend. Let me hear you. Waiting you get for it today. Welcome on board, us friend. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A, for giving me the platform, and thanks to listeners and viewers, and thanks to the source of information to one them way we forgive for what they can tell we. Thanks a lot. So the issue this way I be done the rundown now for a few times within the year now. We don't see uprising, but believe in the economy, the history, we then don't get we forget that money wouldn't they get in terms of their own revenue self, the SierraTel, and the government own revenue wouldn't we see them get for them go able to pay them people there. Then they say likely looking at it, SierraTel, are they getting revenue? Are they giving revenue or the economy wouldn't they get the history of what they don't get? And then you come to the government back, you see the history of their own tally, wouldn't they tally towards payment. There was a time when the statement of the minister of finance, it been claimed say they don't successfully balance finance. And at February last year, then call the system and say cash budgeting. But this cash budgeting, where the Minister of Finance by then last year been donkey, in try for explaining that the way wouldn't they collect for system and they pay their own bill, including the cost of staff, wouldn't they work, so on and so forth, and how then they collect then cash, wouldn't they use for pay the worker them back, that their own cash would they need. Then not through taxation, in case they get problem. So they assure the government, say, and the people they say, that so them they go. But here you look at the public sector worker, we get a problem of your own payment. So their own revenue was as they say, what then they create. If I now say the system be don't collapse, we are in government not be refurbish them, and not be try for extend them. Now there you mean see say when you talk about the CDMAs, which SierraTel Lenge, una kind of old version system where the phone internet and like the area network and all those kind of things and they work on. Then they work on that GSM where a bit faster towards like connection. So based on them thing there, government not be able to do better survey in terms of how they will look for let them for don't develop SierraTel. That's one issue. Them being just focus say we they able for raise money for pay workers them, every worker, including even something where now a business of its own who they try for privatize. But when you see the government, the way when they reason out with the figures them always, that can be the problem. When you get a government, most times you the way they reason with your own figures them, like how they say would they raise the money by cash budgeting, and then the way when they relate them to the value of the institutions they wouldn't deal with, then you find out say the trend where then before they expect where that particular institution where this in a institution where they generate income, it not go work the way we they want them. Because then if we don't survey and speculate a long time where if we don't see, say this particular institution, it will get we for establish them and expand them and develop them. Even if one for privatize and say, but for don't just try put a structure there where they meet with modernization. And the modernization are the challenges then where they in terms of waiting there now people in demand where they go faster cars, faster planes, faster speed of internet, everything faster and quality. But you don't want to say you will go too fast, you get for follow the pace. Where you will go with the pace so that you from meet with them. And then you trade policies them where they put inside. Why bring all the things there? And the factors that will affect SierraTel. When you see SierraTel, they come to a point where they ask for say now they need somebody for come privatize so that they will boost either subversion or subsidies, and then it comes to the salary or wages wouldn't they pay. But when you look at a wage bill again, we don't talk about this wage bill being there for quite a while now in terms of economic policies and when they put the package them with your level of money who they get now with home, what is it domestic level economy, who they will push them. But would they leave all the things there out? Because when you look at an example of Mauritius now a country, when a small country where there's somewhere around the islands of Africa, somewhere in the south. But this Mauritius now a place where they get one of the best internet exchange points. Waiting at the internet exchange points there, they not only develop their own internet system, like where they get their own MYT internet package and so on, then try to get place where BC, then they sell that internet exchange point. Gambia gets a similar one, but I have to specify on Mauritius because when they get the fiber optic, when they launched the previous government, now they go for conferences, now they go for go study how the internet system they work, how we go even get profit from them, and so on and so forth. Another one, a basement of a landed internet campaign, Mauritius. Now, kind of black man, some of them are Indians, but are Africans, but a well-developed place. So, I'd like to say, government before they look continental, they already speculate, survey, look at waiting we land mass get. Talk about the demography, that the land, waiting they bring with tax, that water we basically so. Now that water the land will get. Gambia use them. Then they fix certain poles and when at the sea because of the level of sea, the height of the sea level. So the height of the sea level where Gambia get and be able for they get small things. But Mauritius, we don't develop far off where they get a certain thing at the sea with like like pole them, but they actually call them internet exchange. So that before don't help we own country for see one we develop from there, and then we they get that speed when they talk about all the other fiber optic now they can be them, and then we they get even revenue because when them people like for don't come or the private people they want for countries, then when they see and they pay something for subsidize the use of them, or we can even get other thing what people then they get from them. So you find out in a balance of the economy wherein you look at what you go able for substitute with waiting you get for say this wire if for let I go able for develop them. First of all, they substitute the CDMA for GSM. And they substitute this for this other thing. But when you left them in a dilapidated, the friend house, then arithmetic, where you know will look at you land, you look at the people that we get, the number of workers, them, the wages where you give, and then what you able to forget, and then you will look for other options for development. So that place they will able to generate money. And it get many ways for generate money when people in the talk here. So you don't get told, you get other people who will be not working, they explain to me the detailed areas of how they go able to make money through that thing. But if you allow for the like, you allow the private person for come, and whatever this private person, you don't know intention. But if you get a private person where they say now citizens and where they look somehow loyal, they put towards anything when a partnership runs from their stuff, so the revenue what they go they get, it go they turn back as a taxation, or then he open the window where he go get a foreign somebody where they can introduce in business, and then he aim for get maximize profit. It will they help in returns because you get a return taxes, you get all those kind of things, but you will find out say they're not gonna get something where you will actually say invest with all his heart inside the country so that you will be able to go before any small thing come, you will find out say sometimes the person will pull back. So these are all the things with economic history. If we don't look at that history, then are they generating more money? How I will make them generate money and for give something there. But when you find out they're not going to get income revenue again because nobody go more for go buy the packages and be turned to other areas and would be done private. I open a kind of similar identical things them. And when you get identical institution or let's say private institutions, they will come as foreign based they can as from foreign they can based their own way for do them business at the country. You will find out say they get a competition, of course, who will make price then less, but in some way you find out say if you can get another identical one, you as the original, you know the developer. So that identity not go work. The finance the first they don't come with a new style, can't put them for developer. You not able to reach that PSD. Now then the overshadow, and overshadowing of the business, the revenue that we for don't get as SierraTel, that the history of the economy, in not match with government, then you way with the history of economy back what they get for can't pay una. Would not they get returns because they expect revenue from taxation, not from the revenue where they get from the because they feel for replenish una, for give una that stronghold, for put initiative where they look modernized, and then you go see the place expand. So now then they get that problem there between the payroll corruption scandal where we don't did it back. People let me say there is unequal wages are not balanced, and when they look at unequal wages, now a problem background one the way they say one sector you see, then they pay me more than the other one based on either favor or based on many reasons them, but the reason where you go see that they see the so-called area where the human resources them, they go find out the HR what then they do for letting gaps in salary and wages they are go able for they be controlled in certain areas because you get so much CSO them where they plead for them till they but the institution working responsible for letting them go able for say we don't look for equal wages, not equal in the sense, but any difference in wages will they make sure say invalid and irresponsive to we own revenue what the government they get, and based on their own work what they do and waiting that they produce for they will make the government in revenue in terms of domestic revenue they go. When you know the equation, they finance that mathematics, they also they balance one side because that amount the way you pay in your own salary, it is able to sustain them. Even if you not pay, just sustenance because you get that money maybe don't save. But that man they way they pay now like ongoing, now like the day-to-day eating for let it go fill up that gap. And when you can cut up that gap again, then you get a problem of social economics where they affect now their family homes, then they affect the children, they wouldn't get the lifestyle wouldn't they live, their health, their mental state, all those kind of things uprising. So these are chain work where they come up from the wrong maths where the politician they do. When I get for do mathematics, we always okay, when I tell the people the facts of the math, whenever you tell them the facts of math, they're not able to deny you, first of all, they will accept. But it less not how you go feel them back. But when they give again, inside out that then facts that where you know they give right again, they can't begin to tell promises then. So they get facts where they lie. You get I'm not on the sort of lie, but we not look so much genuine to the people in mind. They get back get a factory. They say, well, we'll get the gap because we not pay now because of this. So you find out complications they begin to come because when you not tell the people the right thing and give them back the right thing, they give say, oh, I don't can't tell them lie, and they are not fulfill them. Then they begin to see say now. The revenue, the salary they don't they pay them why boku, then no will talk. Now because of this, then you get the other amount where they talk say, well, would they still say now people and they push you now from the background for let una can do this, but they fail for look say the history will be don't cause that thing they be. They mention only once for seeing anything there now historic thing would on the but how you go able to go back now the drawing board so that you go able to forget that economic social reforms where go able to make the institution and the citizens them where they work there, they go able for what go before. There is quite a lot to them get for just like I've been trying to talk about that Mauritius internet exchange. Government get for look into that very serious again, how they go able to tap if we go able to get a site for them we go get that installation. Now they see somewhere will be height because I don't know the height between we and Gambia, the plateau level. But if we don't even get her, then you go offshore. They're actually not offshore because we get bound way far. Then when they get revenue, but that one they go talk in an investment where it big. But because we don't fail for think of all those things, then we come out to the point where we put infrastructure. Then we develop the fiber because they don't get problem. Remember, they don't get problem with the landline services. What they say, people and they wouldn't they try for give the one they will. They can't get the internet for that fiber optic body under the water. Then they privatize back. Whether they go take they go get them. We don't get all these kind of issues. We are not able to get right how far those kind of things is that they in the head for privatization or whether we can do the private business we will able to help the place and develop. But if they're not able, let them turn around. These are areas where other people and go for invest, open people and for give, how they call them private partners and people who go give small token towards the government, but depending if they are reliable citizens, even though possibly go give even a pound. Or I'm just giving an example of this so that they go say, let this year we buy something, we then go get. We have good structures, then where they relate to the job, what they do. You want to go give them something where they fit for the job. If now you climb a mountain climber or give them strong boots to climb the mountain. But if they wear the same crepe way when they run inside the Sasan day, then the situation has changed to a mountain climbing. And that is the mountain climbing of development for long go meet modernization, for long go meet whatever would they call her now for saying thing don't find. So these are the things we then get for look, the differences and what they do, taxes, how people and policies and go able to affect their life, but they always have to look at the domestic life, that social life, the people in life, what do they mean? who then get money, who will able to sustain them. And as so you will bring development because it will be a chain reaction. Say to that man at the village, he will get profit from him. Thanks a lot. The government give we leaders them intelligence and knowledge how they will able to tap to some of the resources they will get, transform them, and people and knowledge let them go use them. We go did it because people are knowledgeable in those things, but a matter of avenues for train them. When they see the one that will case you in their mind, and they open those things, they get students they need, they get students high time, they get students in this. So all this institutions, even a small thing, the world, some of the students don't able to go this and then get them open and free talk. Now they close, they already study all those things. So you go able to see these are the areas and you send them for go do practicals. So they expand them. When they talk of youth, then they do how do they call them youth practical work or whatever you call them, then get place where they go. So government will give subsidy, then when they go there, then go train, they get bursary. So all this kind of thing, government has a lot to do. But it all come up from the mathematics when they talk about. You go for the arithmetic, you as a leader, and one will involve so that the maths it will multiply, but not for the divide. The way they divide, they subtract. Once you borrow, you not carry that mathematics. Go the answer not go find. When you borrow, you see that they borrow one figure for let that figure go turn to a double figure, so you equate or get a good answer. Government forget for try institute anything and then brain. Thank you very much. Let God help you all, and thank you a lot. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Usfriend.
You're welcome. Yeah.
We say thanks to Usfriend for your submission. I be tell you say the last time we na be August where the SierraTel workers they be strike, where the Minister of Information be go there. The big report to we say Information Minister resolve SierraTel impasse. Inside it, they say inside the frank and open discussion, but the fruitful. But the timely intervention of the Honorable Minister saved the day and prompted the swift payment of 2-month outstanding salary by the management of SierraTel to the affected staff. Other issues like leave allowance, they address them, but then we make commitment for pay 70% of the backlog for 2020. Whether one day they not do, now make this happen now. But now the minister they tell we say, ain't not the good day. For saying that because of this. This now so the information ministry be reports the last one will happen. But now the minister tell we say they sick, the government sick and tired with SierraTel. When me say this 70% backlog would then be promised, would then be make commitments for pay, they no pay. Alright. The minister saved the day. Now they ask Lamran if he had the magic bullet. People they don't work, they need their money. What's off for government? Anywhere you take, and the government can't shy away from SierraTel. It's a state-owned institution until otherwise. But for now, then get for bear that responsibility day. The bad name now, anything, you get for day upon them. Jibril Akanu. You get right to what you they say. But I'll make you watch back what you they talk, yeah? I beg. I'll open the phone line now. If you think say you get something for add or for subtract, the phone line open. Make we hear it from you. If I think so, don't do well. In the next 5 minutes, we close the line. 232 78 990 991. Then WhatsApp 232 78 990 991. Or you can call direct United States or United Kingdom. United States are 1-646-610-3107. United Kingdom are 44-739-803-0402. Phone line open now. Make we hear it from you. Make we bring this caller on board. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who the call from, please.
Yeah, hello, Triple A. Thank you very much. Me na MOB.
Yes,
Triple A,
MOB, you get 3 minutes.
We just get short statement for say. You see, the minister now one the new direction minister we very arrogant. In the final self, even when they interview in a studio, it always get issue with the host then. When you go 98.1, it always get issue with them. When you go AYV, they always get issue. I don't know how him just feel. It look like he feels say he knows everything. The man where hot tempered, quick in the alter so statement then way no good for mankind and even the nation. Remember that Salcab issue back when he go na parliament, we go forgive the cause where Chawa resign. He said, I'm the big boy in the room. You know, all this I don't know why this minister know they try matter still they keep another place. But a guy when know they even match up. You know they match up. He always aggressive with people. He always aggressive. Whenever they interview, anytime he aggressive. He need for change that kind of attitude. Privatization, yes, government is good, but me they praise a man not privatize them to any foreigner. May they look, there are Sierra Leoneans that will invest, but the only thing government need to go into them this kickback issue because they know say if they go to the Sierra Leonean for let they able get what they get, you need to get them. So they prefer go take foreigner, maybe a Lebanese or any other foreigner jam. You know, but the Sierra Leonean way we invest by the thing that they let SierraTel become a very good company. Look at Glow in Nigeria, MTN in South Africa. All they do well. Those are state-owned network there. Why we not forget we own? No, if they privatize and make the fence Sierra Leonean, we're going to take up that place. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, MOB. Sierra Leonean. Well, Sierra Leonean need for come forward and see then get interest. Yes, caller, you there live on here? Your name and who the call from, please.
Triple, thank you for the platform. Mina James Kamara. I call from Washington, D.C.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Again, that it's simple. SierraTel is just like the other institutions that will get Nassau. They don't get effective management. The leadership is poor. You drive down there all the way down. If the aid watching, to tell them go watching. Any leader that will come out and will speak to and subordinate them in that manner. The basic principle of leadership is just not there. SierraTel is not an exception, but it's the same thing for most of this institution. It was an article that I was reading in Washington Times this morning. I mean Washington Post, where they talk about leadership in a sense where they even go to the point where they say, then they try for make sure say their employees then keep them at a very high superior level as compared to customer service, even though customer service comes first. But if you don't get your employees and you don't keep them happy, then it will lead to bad customer service. Me, I go to a salon, I go get this me five way you talk about so bad. I pay $850,000 for him. When I start telling office, we go take him. Somehow somebody ill advised we. But we need to able for watch that for use that Wi-Fi day till 11:30. Right, they come on. And lumbling a day with it. You know. So any leader I know will sit down and they talk to a subordinate and that way they take na no one can work, na no one can na business. It's just not good. They don't respect the employees them. And so I tell them to exception. They go all the way back to their other institutions the way they talk. As for a man soiree, if I mean I am, if for I. If for really hide because the way they talk, they try for shift blame, then they written and call. Then they own up to some of the things and way that they say. That's the problem with all of these governments the way that they come in. Government in, government out. SLPP is not an exception. APC is not an exception. They all are just the same bunch of thieves. That's just what they are. And they're able for calm, let them watch out for the regular man. It's just a shame. It's a shame on this government, the past government, and they come and put better policies there for people. Then we were able for help the people then for move from point A to point B. It's so pathetic. These are public officers then. Then they come, then they blatantly lie to people then. And they listened to one of the other pieces we put this morning about the Lunge Bridge. Me self listening to this man last year. Until we say that they begin that Lunge Bridge day. Lunge Bridge, you don't go no south today. So then they come and they lie to people then. Blatantly. Then they begin to shoot everything apart. It's just unfortunate for the one that we did that salon that we didn't continue. You go clap for them with election time. Thank you, Brad, for your platform. May God bless you all.
Thank you very much, James. Well, it look like say in the next 5 minutes we will close the phone line. In the next 5 minutes we will close the phone line. SierraTel. SierraTel. When are they hearing me? Yes, caller, you there live on here. Your name and side call from, please.
You get me?
Loud and clear, sir. 3 minutes.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. I really they feel sad if then they try for privatize this section again. I think the problem is that when they come, we put people in because we sabi them. We know they put people away they really want to do the job. This if it don't probably be important if they put somebody the way they not really like. At least that person they then go monitor them. If they afraid say if they do anything wrong, they go get problem. Some areas then they wait now for really help the nation. I think it's necessary for let the party actually put somebody they way not to the party person at all. Because that person they say then go scrutinize them more than anybody else. We they see what thing they happen to the mayor. She's being scrutinized, so they try very best that every little thing we do, they get paper for that. I wish therefore think about that because this now one of the things that we want like still they under government because then you will able to control price. How we go get all the telephone company they are and they make a lot of money, then SierraTel now they make money. Why? Now then they still they function for them. Then they run still some things there for them. How come? So something is wrong somewhere. Something we know say now for the good of the nation. If you privatize her right now, you cost Sierra Leone, $10 now just less than 20 minutes. Nigeria, $10 you will call for, you go talk for over 1 hour. Fiber optic they everywhere. How come? Come on, leaders. So now think about the people and this you privatize and then are money making. That's what private companies are for. Tomorrow they can easily prep up the price where you for let you call Sierra Leone, it could be $20 for less than 20 minutes. Please, look into that. Not just they give up things that way, say it go help your citizenry. Let God help we. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I think this is gonna be the last call. Yes, caller, I did live on here, sir. 3 minutes.
Oh, thank you very much. But let I ask you a question first. I know say not to the topic today. You sent something this morning about the Lunge Bridge or the airport renovation. But now the screen it says November 11, 2020.
Exactly. Now
Now
you mind
old
that,
thing
sir.
you been now old thing you been just to remind me what that man been say.
Yes, the first one I remind her, but the backwards one na today on. The
He
minister
said the same thing again today.
No, if you look and say done, the minister say something, but Saturday go up much banana. But the man be tell we say if not to in President be talk no for listen to nobody. That's so
Right.
so
Because now be say before December of
yes,
last
that be
year.
gonna be 2020, and this now 2021 they done so.
He said the same thing again.
No,
Say
that
they
was
go
just a
be give back.
reminder.
Oh God. Okay. Sorry. I know I care people and go back. But the thing is, what they say now is, I know let wages come on at the phone and discourage too much because God don't help we WhatsApp day, Messenger day. Ooh, they make calling now free. Don't worry. When I go buy the calling card, when I buy $5 calling card, the people and they do and deliberately. As soon as you don't put the numbers them done, then you make beep beep beep. What you do another, they tell you say $3.30. So they don't tip $1.70 right away. When you call them back for even forget them, no problem. But that same number, if you try for call Nigeria or Ghana, that way and that $5 now 17 minutes they give you Sunday now 15 minutes on card day now 30 minutes. But if you call Nigeria and Ghana, they talk for 1 hour. So that tell you who's out with ABN. This guy, Raman Sware, this guy now only God get for move him, come out, because Marabi only the Keragonosa, it look like say na in cousin, just like one is by Kroma Bingeda, guy way me put na Sarah Rutai. Now so this guy safety. Because if you listen to this guy, if I don't pull him, just like the way we pull the minister of land. This guy is so arrogant, but they're not going to do anything. The guy before the last guy just don't say. Then people here, they not believe in anything when the government own. APC not do one. They not do the internet one, they not do the telephone. Then why I not going to do one? Let nobody not tell me say, oh, now new direction. No. Even if APC, I don't say this na different podiums then. If anybody not believe me, I go put me life down. Even APC where they holler today, now APC take power today. Everything where they and we where they middle, they complain say it no good. If they can, they need to change nothing. Because if they change them, now like waiting Professor Lumumba, that guy that Kenya waiting me say, he says Sierra Leone, African leaders, any African leader we ask say, if you talk say we African countries and we get hospital, why you need to go admit it? Then go tell you say I'm not a suicider. Now they happen in Sierra Leone. Any APC or SLPP for them for change the constitution, we'll go fit with the people them. You just they ask them two parties, say, una commit to suicide for myself. Because now really they ask them for let them commit suicide. If anyone of we feel say, then two parties go change the constitution, we'll go fit with the people them, or then go put what is and they will go unleash the parliament in hand and pull away that way they call and put primary election for parliamentarians so that when they go to parliament, then go able to speak against the young party, the party they do bad, like our country. It's not going to happen. Asking them for do that, now you ask them for let them commit suicide. I go put my life down. Mark and today say, even APC, well, the young, then why I say that they do bad. Let APC come tomorrow. Nothing of that. They need to, if you ask them for do all that, it's like that you tell them, so una kill yourself. Una hang on yourself and una shoot yourself at the head. Then two people here, like the last caller say, now the same group of people, now the same thing. APC go can them go tell you another version. Why they need to do things that we expect them to do. Then go SLPP, not the same people. And then why they not here? I don't know who side that person they come out. Maybe God Nanga for drop them, but not to them two group of people. Yeah. What in the way SLPP not tell we? Say APC they do bad. Then count the new direction. Well now APC they tell we. All them here where SLPP they tell we now say they're good. Now then they tell we say not good. Now, all the things that APC they tell we say they're not good. Now, then they be the condone. What they did? They not be no that said then you not good now. You not been good then. Then two people here they treat you. I don't talk about before. Then they flip wheel like hamburger. Whether they can then turn wheel at the other side. The other one come back then turn wheel at the other side. We not done it for cooking at the grill. We still the cook. It look like say we not tranga ace meat. Then just the turn wheel flip up because we never get that it. For now we the people them. We the Sierra Leoneans they understand say then two people are not good for we. Maybe we need for cause of chaos. You know, sometimes they for letting good, blood up for shell. But then two group of people they are not good for that country.
I'm big there.
Well, what's that if you say good thing going for come out? Look how they go behind.
No,
let's say we're there on a roller skate.
It will solve.
Like Michael Jackson in Moonwalk. It will go behind. All the country that will be there before we. Everybody will be the past. Me, I get sense. I get alive. I see Ghanaian players. If Mr. Oldfield get buried, he go attest to that. And they see Atom Mensah and Simona, who are them? Then they can and they fetch back to paste and free tongue. Now in Ghana, we in Ghana now, for they say we in America, Salon in America, now night and day. Now we don't even know word for that. Now they say we in Ghana na night and day. Ghana will not be night and day, not be the opposite. Look how then they go. Look how small Gambia when a granite. Look how then they go. Then guy are not care. They're not longer for care. With a soft we said, hey, that thing it go down. The minister don't talk up. That telephone company they go down. The internet one they go down. Then go gear. Look what Marabio they do. Why Marabio for take the owner or the executive of SierraTel or Afritel for making go sell for we? Why he not get a Sierra Leoneans them for saying that me people in the world? He said where did they go to there? I think somewhere in Boston, but we go look for investors.
You go with the Africell boss. For go talk to salon good for the business.
For them go tell them say una come. This place na good side for the business.
For make
really?
Business, yeah.
For make business, well, how that don't work out? They don't come. Or then they first up the plane. They not land it. The bad weather. Now bad weather. The plane not land it. The investors. Because they don't say what they tell we. Wait, then go come. No. We the reason why people I usually just know what is Sierra Leonean. They not go come. People like me know Sierra Leonean we get money or we have bring, but they not go come. The problem is when they come, then they strive for them. Even when people who don't hear Bokuten at this show, when some man and they call from abroad, they want bring investors in. As soon as the minister pick up the phone, he want for voting in Leone. He go say, no, you come out. Let me talk to the investor. Not, the man when they bring the investor, they tell us, now you come out, that quick you want pull and come out. What do you want to do? Now show them why are they. When investors and the council then go talk, say, hey, this area, one can do this. What about the people out there? What about the poison? What in it? They say, just give me meal, no worry. If they die, then die. Just bring the investment, whatever poison or toxic way they can scatter. Now so then now make they tell you, say, then 2 years go for go. If something get for happen, would I survive, then you enjoy. But if then 2 years we hold well,
okay, Omar, thank you.
Okay, well you then look at and say, why it for happen? Who say you see any you see any light at the end of the tunnel?
Yes.
But then two partia?
No, not to the two partia. That's alone. Yeah.
Okay, let God help we. I hope I live long enough for see that. At least I remember one time where Obama take over 98-year-old mommy all the way from Baltimore, where CNN show the camera before him. The mommy talk, he dey cry. He say, I no be ever feel say na me own lifetime. I go see black man rule America before I die. So myself go tell you, I hope I dey pray. Say na me own lifetime. If now one day, say last year, a real son of the nation can rule the nation. When myself go say, hey God, today they wake me, they go bed me now, no say, Sierra Leone end up get a son of the nation. We not get it. Don't worry, not to them. Nine that, my brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Waiting your mouth talk is on his own. Not so we. So yeah, network, neither people they not get nothing for do with them. Now make that clarification day. But on a more serious note, we don't want those kind of things in Sierra Leone. We don't want bloodshed. No, we don't want it. We don't want not to say past bloodshed. Because the lawlessness is on another level. Even today, now 5-5 Waterloo, then say Motokra bang one Pekin. Students then go on the rampage, begin stone motoka them. They broke glass, motoka glass, then begin for fire, tear gas and all those things, spam people them. You know, the point we Sierra Leone they right now, I don't think we want that kind of conversation. Then people then they take the law into their hands. The last time they be saying a big truck. That's same area they big truck bang Okada, then begin stone the big truck and all these other things then they happen. Like people taking, then they wait for the law. Taking the law radically, mob justice. Eh? Yeah, Umar, the big. We don't want nothing like that sense alone. We don't want no bloodshed. It go happen. But the tell NPIC be take over now, so them be the talk. Also, they take over Saful. Or they ready for handover. Not to say handover Saful, but na saloon. Na saloon. God have me make thing them for we. For this and corner, they no more no know how sign pass we can sign. Yeah, we're all learning our history now. All learning our history. What we want for Salon are the best. And we want for Salon. We don't want anything then like that. And now brothers and sisters then they SierraTel, they don't render in service. And I feel say they should be paid. Eh? Then they claim say the MD they take 55 million. Eh? But then at 1.5 and 1.4 no more. So let them pay them the money. But the MD say if they want them sit down a house. If SierraTel lock today, I'll end at 30 years. The money not get for cam. Wow. Okay. Sierra Leone. Jibril, I cannot say why Tripoli they afraid for read all the messages. All right. Papi Nino J say we don't want no war in the country. A good number of we diasporans them all with sufferness from we the small thing they hold again here. Now they send go salon. So do ya we don't want that. See the bass say the same salon people they cry. Now wait and reach just now for election. Now then back they see jump na street. They dance. Well, you go say because lantern come out again. Not the lad did that. So any opportunity where people then get and go come out for dance. But at the end of the day, vote your conscience. I don't think say they can't give something. If they can't give my dear, now the one way we don't start for taker. But when the time reach for vote, you vote your conscience. You vote your conscience. Yeah. Oh, Sierra Leone. The one and only. The land where we love. We'll go there back tomorrow. Yeah? And we left so, and we hope say then go pay them people there, then go resolve the matter. And I don't know if Sierra Leone go able for come out for say yes. There, me I get some. I able now give me SierraTel. Now give me SierraTel. Then that's Sierra Leone and they go, we see them they talk so. They don't mass stone. Big. Oh, they go number, yeah? Alright. Umar Kaba, loud and clear, sir. Triple A, not get me wrong. How do we get out of the hands of these evil people? How, when, who will get us out of the hands of these satanic animals? Well, the angel and no one for come. The angel and no one can. Christy Davis, really, Nana Ideka, you owe this platform 10 packets diamond. Another black diamond back on. The angel and no one for take, so now I make the satanic one and they come before. Got that Puibo. Till we meet again tomorrow. Triple A say, Tata.